Hello lovelies, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Nat and we're doing our cash and stuffing for week 2, I think. Yeah, week 2 of May, and then we're going to stuff for week 3. I just realised I didn't even write any of this out, so give me 2 minutes and I'll quickly fill in what I know. Okay, sorry about that guys. So we'll go through our check-in for this week. I have got a post-it note and it looks awful, but it's just so it keeps it so I can kind of find the page easier each time. So personal spends has nothing. I had a really nice little hen do. It was Lush, so we spent the full 30 and we're rolling over nothing. There was a little bit in my bank, but then Audible decided to go out even though I cancelled it, so yeah, that's had to be paid for, and then the rest of it I've just funneled into my penny savings challenge because I thought that made the most sense at the moment. Food shop has 5. Oh my god, could everything just stay open? That would be absolutely grand. So 5, 7, 8, 8.50, 8.70, 8.90, £8.98. So we have spent £8.98. We've spent £71 and 2 pence on food shop this week. And we're going to roll over nothing because we'll start that one fresh. Bulk shop I haven't touched, that's still got its 60 in there. And fuel I have spent 20 out of. So it didn't actually go on fuel, if I'm honest. It actually went on some shorts for Scott because he's got a tattoo. He's got a tattoo coming up this weekend. So I wanted to make sure he had some shorts, and I saw some when I was food shopping, so I just used that because Scott's kind of covering the fuel anyway at the moment. I didn't think it mattered too much. So let's work out how much we have spent this week. We don't have like a clothes fund or anything because we don't really very rarely buy clothes for each other, or like if we need stuff we'll get it out of our personal money. It was just a one-off, so it's like it doesn't happen very often. Does anyone else do that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so we spent £121 and 2 pence. That little 2 pence just does it, doesn't it? And then we're rolling over 120 to next week, which is fantabulous. So we'll pop that one out of the way because we don't need that now. And then we can sort out the money. So I'm going to sort these ones out into their little piles ready to go. Pretty easy today. So let's start with the pound coins. So we'll go to home is where the heart is, and we can, oh my god, Stitch is so heavy. We can actually finish this one today, so I better go and have a look for the next one. So we've only got the lollipop to go on this one, and then that is home is where the heart is complete. And then we can move on to the next one. So give me 2 secs and I'll just quickly grab the next one. Okay, so we're actually going back one because I realised, actually I didn't realise, my friend pointed out to me that I'd missed the Reputation era. So we're going to be doing each icon as a pound again. And we've got a £2 coin, so we can cross off 2 hearts. And pop that into Stitch. And I'll just stick him out of the way. He is getting a chonky. But that gets that done, and then we'll work on our bag it in blankets, and then we'll go over to the Christmas fund. So Why are these? Where's my 2p one? Oh, it's that. Why are they in a random order? That's so weird. Okay, so let's start with the 2p's. The bottom actually fell out of this a minute ago. So not the actual full bottom, but the twist bit. So I assume over time, it's just when I've moved it, it's just kind of twisted itself apart. Just very annoying. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little 2p's going in to here. So I still haven't decided what any of these coins are saving for. I think I'm just going to save them up and then maybe just disperse them amongst everything else. I feel like that might make the most sense for me, because Stitch has probably got maybe 120 in him at the moment. So it makes sense to just do it like that. Oh, and then these are obviously getting quite full. We've got 2 20p's. Yeah, these ones are starting to fill up quite well. And we're going a couple of rounds on these, so there hopefully should be enough money to at least get a couple of notes out of them. That's my hope for it. But I don't know whether I'm gonna like wait till the new year to empty these, or whether do I open them at the end of June, so we're like halfway through the year and open them. I literally have not decided any of this. I'm just kind of saving whatever change we've got. Where's my grey gone? Oh, there it is. Literally could not see it because they keep falling over. Alright, so that's 1 grey, 150p. And I think this is on, yeah, this is on the second round, which is pretty cool. So I'll just pop that all out of the way. And then our £5 we're going to put into Christmas, wherever I put the pot. So there is a couple of 5s on here, but I'm hoping that next week our food shopping might be a little bit cheaper so that we can put some of the bigger amounts away. That is my hope. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But I really hope it happens. But yeah, let's pop that in there. Cool. Then we can pop that out of the way, and then we can start working on our cash stuffing. I'm going to move Stitch out of the way as well. Yeah, okay, so we can start working on our cash stuffing. So we have got, it should be £150. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. Yeah, so we've got £150 to disperse today. So we're going to start with food shopping. So we're going to put our usual 80 in there, so 20, 40, 60, 80. Perfect. And then we have got a couple of events coming up. So we're going to, before we start working on the events bits, we're going to go to Scott's Binder. And we're going to start popping a little bit more money into here. So we're going to do, what are we doing? We're not doing tattoo because that's not too bad at the moment. We're going to pop 10 into Lego. Oh my god, I just realised I needed more £10 notes. Actually, what I'll do, if I pop a 20 in, take a 10 out, and then, oh no, that should be okay. Should be okay now. I'm going to put, yeah, so 10 into there, and then I'm not going to write on it because, how much is in there actually? I think the tracker said 60, but we've got 10, 20, 30, I don't know, 40, 50. There's 50 in there at the moment. So yeah, one more 10 and then that'll be filled. Book fund, we're going to pop 10 into here. I really need to change this tracker. But what I'll do, I will nick the 20 and I'm just going to colour in 2 more books. Okay. Okay, so that is Scott's binder done. So we should have, I think, 50 there now. I'm just going to double check. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. So we're going to go to annuals, but we're not going to start from where, I didn't even put the bookmark in. We're not going to start from here. We're actually going to go ahead a bit and we're going to do, we need to do one gig fund, I think, and we need to do Scott's birthday. So we're going to start working on the Nook man because I keep saying that we need to do it and I've just not started it. And his birthday's in July and we're going away at the same time. So I want to make sure we've got a bit of money away for it. I did just put, oh my gosh, some new dice out ready for this. So what we do is we roll the dice. If we hit one of the cute little icons, we save 10. If we miss, we save 5. So I've only got £10 notes, so I'm hoping we can either get 2 misses or a hit. So let's see where we're putting our first strike. Oh my God. So 3 and 1, so that is a miss. So hopefully we can get another miss. If not, gig fund will only be getting 5. 4 and 5, so a hit. Okay. Cool. So I need to find a couple of £5 notes. Give me 2 secs. Okay, so we're putting 15 into Nook Man. I like this one. This is the first time I'm actually playing the Nook Man challenge. I've really wanted to play it for a long time, so I'm glad we're finally getting around to starting it. I'm gonna pop that out of the way again for a sec. So yeah, so Scott's birthday has got 15, so that means we'll be putting a little 5 into a gig fund today. And this is just to start us off because we're going, I think literally 2 days before before Scott's birthday, we're going to watch My Chemical Romance. So we need to start saving for that because we need to pay for like a hotel or something, or an Airbnb with my cousin and my sister, and like if we want to get anything more in London. And then I need to start the gig fund again because I'm going to watch Hilary Duff in Cardiff in September as well. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of events on at the moment, which is like, it's very unusual for us. Usually we have like not a lot going on. I don't normally do a lot, but we've got a lot going on. So anyway, we're going to be putting 30 into my tattoo fund. So I'm going to quickly just colour in this little line of bottles because I've got a tattoo. When's my tattoo? My tattoo is 2nd of June, so yeah, I need to get a wiggle on with it. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly colour in these and I'll come back to you. is £50 towards tattoo. I have no idea how much my tattoo is actually going to be. So I need to message my tattoo artist and actually ask her. But the last thing we're going to do... Oh, sorry. That was such a noisy car going past then. But yeah, the last thing we're going to do is we're taking our £30 out of my spending money, which will then be reset. Next week we'll fill it back up. And we're going to roll a dice and see where we're going to save a little bit of money to this week. And hopefully it's not something that needs a £5 note. 6. Okay. Something that doesn't need a £5 note, she says. Ugh, why did I say that? So I'm going to need, I think, to do another roll and hopefully get another 5, because I can't physically do that one at the moment. Do that again. 1. 1's the 10. Okay. Okay, this is not going well. Okay, I'm just going to do the £10 emergency saver because I've got a £10 note. I'm going to leave the £5 one for now. Yeah, because I need to take my friend to the hospital in a bit, and I'm going to need some money anyway, I think, because they've got a little cafe there. But our emergency fund so far has got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's cool. We've got 190 in our little emergency fund, so we're almost halfway. Fan-dabby-dozy. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep hold of £20 for now because I'm doing a couple of things this week. I'm taking my friend to her hospital appointments later, and then I think I'm taking her to a couple of hospital appointments next week. And tomorrow we're going to pick up our little pottery bits that we did on last Saturday for my hen do, because they'll be ready. So yeah, I'm going to keep hold of the 10. I'm hoping in the long run, because Scott's kind of covering the fuel, I might be able to half the fuel money for 4 weeks, and then maybe put more into my personal spend so I can do a little bit more each week in my binders. I think that's what I'm hoping we can do, but I will speak to Scott about that first to make sure he's okay with that, because I don't want to leave us short with fuel. But anyway, that pretty much takes us to the end of this video. If you have really enjoyed this or anything, please leave me a little cup emoji, because pottery, love a bit of pottery, and I'm going to have a drink in a bit. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you later. Bye!